All right, Hot Trax radio show, Shane Christopher Neal. Susan Ruuska is on the phone. Miss Leather and Lace, how are you?
Very good, thanks. Yourself?
I'm doing well. Now, you're out in the West Coast somewhere. Is it, I think you did tell me, I don't know if it's Vancouver or where, but whereabouts are you?
No, I'm in the Okanagan Valley, Vernon, British Columbia.
Okay, so I had British Columbia. I was close, right? I had the right province anyway. Well,
yeah, you did.
I appreciate you taking the time. It's sort of early there, and we have a lot to talk about, including a little bit about your background in music and about your band. Tell me kind of where you got your start and about the Rollin' Coal Trio, which is now celebrating 10 years. Congratulations on that.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I just sang my head off all my life. My mother called me Noisy. That was my nickname. I didn't formally get into any music or training or anything. And around 2014, I was at a bonfire late night. It was kind of noisy, and some lady came out of the darkness with a bucket of water and threw it on our bonfire and told us all to go away. And I just was not having any of that, so I got everybody clapping and started singing the song Grand Funk Railroad, Some Kind of Wonderful.
Yeah.
And so little did I know there was a band member or a musician in that crowd. And he had a band in Kelowna, BC, which isn't far from Vernon. And after that was all said and done, he came over and said, "Gee, Sue, you can sing. You should be singing." And I kind of, thought, oh, sure, it's 2 a.m. Yeah. Anyway, a few months later, he got a hold of me when his band was coming over to his basement to jam. And I ended up going. And after that, that band started inviting me up on stage anytime they were playing anywhere local. And I just kind of would sing a couple of songs with them and ended up going to open mics on my own. And after that, I was starting to believe, maybe I do have a good voice, and took a few vocal lessons, went to a vocal master class, and all that was kind of reaffirming. And next thing I know, I'm singing in my own band. So, yeah, 10 years in 2026.
Do you know who, like, some of your early influences were then? Obviously, you just didn't sing that night by the bonfire for the first time. You must have been singing in the shower at home or in your car or whatever. So kind
all
of
my life.
What did you grow up listening to? What influenced you?
It might be a little unusual for someone my age, but I loved Barbra Streisand. I loved Diana Ross. I watched that movie Lady Sings the Blues, which was about Billie Holiday. So Diana Ross led me to Billie Holiday. And I just always thought I was a bit of a crooner. Loved the old style of music. And here I am today.
So let's, before we get to your single, with the Rollin' Coal Trio, you got some stuff going on for next year, some bookings at festivals maybe, or what's going on with that?
Yeah. Well, we're going to do a special show for our 10th year. We're going to do a Walk the Grammy Hall of Fame with Rollin' Coal. So we're going to do a 2-hour show with all songs that have been inducted into the Hall of Fame. I've been doing some research, finding out some really interesting facts about some of the songs, which all, of course, relate to the crowds. But other than that, if we're doing just public shows that are not ticketed, we do music in the park for different communities. If you've ever been to the Okanagan Valley, you'll know there's another community every 15 minutes down the highway.
Nice.
So it's really easy to get from one community to another. So we are playing from Salmon Arm in BC down to Oliver and all communities in between.
You have a song right now on the Canadian Indie Country Countdown, and we're going to play it today, but we're going to talk about it, Miss Leather and Lace. So where did this come from?
Okay, well, I do know a songwriter in Kelowna, BC, Lawrence Ben, and he's written many, many songs. He's got quite a few songs out over the years. I did do one other song for him about 4 years ago. It was called The Tropical Cafe, and that actually got to #1 in Latin pop across Canada on the N1M chart. A few years have gone by, and he approached me about this song. I didn't quite have time to record it when he wanted me to, so he went ahead and got the studio band together and recorded the music. I really loved the song the first time I heard it. He wasn't sure he wanted to wait for me to be free, but I sent him an email a couple days after that conversation, and I told him, look, I love the song. I totally live these lyrics, and when you hear the song, you'll know it's kind of about driving, and maybe the trucking industry could identify with it. And my dad was a truck driver. I went on all those trips with him. We did race the train. we were trying to make, our destination before dawn, and which all of that is in the song. Like, I really identified with all the lyrics. And so I guess my email was convincing enough, so he decided to wait for me to be free to record it, and dropped it 2 days later, and that was September 6th. So here we are, October 26th, and the song's doing really well. Had a little bit of airplay in the States on WKHF and our local radio station, Vernon. I did a radio interview for them, and there's another radio station in Vernon that's just added it to the playlist. So really pleased with the song. I really believe it's a great song. Okay, well, this is Sue Ruuska coming to you. I'm very pleased to introduce Miss Leather and Lace. I hope you'll give it a listen and make it a part of your daily soundtrack.